So where am I? Yeah. So and also the import market has been very, very. And that will conclude my speech for today. Thank you very much. Thank you. Yeah, the import market. Obviously, in the beginning, people were buying a lot of French wine, and that's still the case. But Italy came into the market with a couple of things where they took over as the biggest imported wines. Right now, it's Pinot Grigio. Before that, it was Lambrusco, which is not Lambrusca. It's a wine from Emilia-Romagna. Riuniti was the big brand. I mean, at one point, Riuniti was selling 12 million cases a year in the United States. So Italy became number one. France is number two. And, for a while, it was just the European varieties. Spain and Germany and so on. But all of a sudden the southern hemisphere got really hot. Chile came into the market with really cheap, decent wines. And then most recently, Argentina has just hit a home run in our market. They are now number 3 after France and Italy. With Malbec, which is one of the 5 Bordeaux varieties. And we get to Bordeaux blends because that's what's happening now in California. They went to France and they realized that Chateau Margaux was not 100% Cabernet or 100% Merlot or 100% anything. But all of these great wines from Bordeaux were blends of usually 2 or more of the 5 what they call Bordeaux varieties, which are Cabernet Sauvignon, Cabernet Franc, Merlot, Petit Verdot, and Malbec. And every one of those brings a different character to a wine. So by using all 5 of them, you get a wine with much more complexity and depth. So it is definitely the trend now. And also among Rhone wines, there are a couple people over there making GSMs, which is a standard blend of Rhone varieties. That's Grenache, Syrah, and Mourvedre. And that works too, and it's wonderful. And a lot of people are also making Cabernet with a little Syrah in it, which is an Australian concept. So it's an exciting time right now. It's really like the golden age of wine. There's wonderful wine coming from a lot of different places. I mean, when New Zealand hit the market here with their Sauvignon Blanc in 1984, it was like a revolution. And they're now selling something like 25 million cases of wine, a country with a population of 4 million. They're selling their wine all over the world. And it's all in screw cap. So I would say one more thing about screw cap. It is far and away the best way to close a bottle of wine. Don't turn your nose up at screw caps because you never get a corked bottle with screw cap. And over a period of time, if you're aging a wine in a screw cap, it's going to be much fresher 5 years down the road. So screw cap is great, and I hope that at least half the wines made are put into screw cap, and it's trending that way, which is great. So, and in the future, next year, if things go as they're going, the United States will become the biggest consumer of wine in the world. Bigger than Italy, bigger than France, bigger than Argentina, bigger than Spain. The good old US of A, and still only about 35% of the people in this country drink wine. So what you got to do is get out there and show those poor, ignorant fools that wine is really where it's at. Not only is it great and delicious, but you'll live longer and you'll have a whole lot more fun. All right. Okay, I mean, if anybody has any questions, I am more than happy to answer them.